What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and today I'm going to be unboxing a super powerful gaming phone. This is the Red Nubia S3. It has a Snapdragon 855 processor, up to 12 gigabytes of RAM, and a 90 hertz display. All of that for under $500. We're going to see what it's all about. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we'll take a quick look at the packaging here. We've got the Red Magic logo. It says it comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus processor, a high-efficiency cooling fan. It has an actual fan inside the phone, which is just insane. A 6.65-inch 90 hertz FHD display, so we're looking at 1080p here. A 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Shoulder triggers for your controllers. Dual stereo front speakers. And it features some software here called Game Space. So we'll go ahead and get this thing out of the box. And I always like being able to use my unboxing knife. Every opportunity I get, I enjoy using that. Pop the top. And there is the Red Magic 3S. So we'll set the phone to the side for now. We'll just kind of work through the packaging here to see what all else is included. Looks like we have a USB cable. All right, so that's a USB-C cable. And then we've got a charge brick. So the charge brick here, we've got 12 volts at 1.5 amps, 9 volts at 2 amps, or 5 volts at 3 amps. I'm reading that it does Qualcomm Quick Charge 4 Plus with 18 watt fast charging. This charger doesn't seem to be compatible with what this is capable of. So if you're able to nab an 18 watt charger, you should be able to get super fast charging on the Red Magic 3. All right, and then we've got a SIM card tool, and we've got some stickers for the Red Magic 3S, and just some more reading material. So we'll set all this to the side and take a closer look at the phone, which is why you were actually here. So first we'll go ahead and remove the wrapper. It's always my favorite part. And it looks like there is a screen protector here. So it comes with a screen protector. Maybe you would rather keep that on the phone. While that's turning on, we'll go ahead and kind of take a look at the phone overall. If we flip it around to the back, you'll see that it has a super unique design. This is definitely geared towards the gamers with our red accents here. We've got this totally metal back, which gives it a premium feel. You've got the Red Magic 3S logo over here on the side, and you do have this custom RGB light on the back, which just gives it that gamer feel. Of course, you'll see we've got a fingerprint scanner right here on the back, and we have that camera in this diamond shape setup right here on the back as well. All right, if we look over at the right side here, you'll notice that we have our power button, a volume rocker, volume up and volume down. There's a vent here for that fan, which actively cools the phone, which is pretty awesome. I've never seen a phone with a cooling fan that keeps it cool for like when you're in high intensity games. So that's a pretty neat feature. You've got a couple of touch sensors on the right and the left side here, so that you can actually pair buttons within a game, so that you have shoulder buttons here. So I really like that. If we look at the top of the phone, there is a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so they've not decided to ditch the jack. Over on this side, it looks like we have a pin connector, so maybe if you wanted to plug this into a video game pad. They didn't send me, Nubia did not send me any type of gaming pad or any kind of peripherals, but that looks like that would be to connect some sort of peripheral. It looks like the docking station comes with a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, USB-C charging, and an Ethernet port that allows for wired internet connection, so you get that super fast internet connection, so you don't get any internet lag when playing games, which is pretty cool. Okay, you also have this switch here that takes you into the gaming mode, and then it takes you back to the standard mode. So if you just want to use your phone, That's pretty cool that you can easily switch back and forth between gaming mode and the standard mode. So that gaming mode just gives you a little more immersive experience. It's not going to allow for notifications to come through while you're playing your game. Looks like there's all sorts of controls here. You can control your cooling fan, the Aura band that's on the back. There's settings here for the red magic handle. And I just went on ahead and turned on my cooling fan. I could actually hear it turn on. And if you put your ear up next to the fan hole there, you can hear it turning, cooling your phone. So there's intelligent adjustments here. So it'll turn on when the CPU temperature goes up, and then you can turn on rapid cooling, which just gives you the maximum fan speed. You've got record settings here, which allows you to record your video gameplay, and then some other basic settings here. Of course, if we look at the bottom of the phone here, we do have a USB-C charge port, and on the front of the phone, we actually have our speakers. So you've got 2 stereo speakers, and so far the speakers sound incredible. This is actually a really great setup for the speakers. The haptic feedback here feels super stout. That's one of the things they're touting is 4D haptic feedback. It's just going to give you even more immersion in your game when you get that little bit of haptic feedback while gaming. I thought we might as well take a quick look at this multicolor LED strip. So the multicolor LED strip in the back, you can set it up with all kind of custom effects here. If we look at the skyline, I'm not sure how you can see it with all these lights here, but there's the skyline with the blue, and it's not super bright. There's the rainbow effect, but it's pretty cool to have that custom RGB lighting. And then another thing here, you can also set up the LED strip to go off with notifications. So instead of like a traditional notification LED, you can set the strip up to respond to notifications. You can set it up to respond when charging and when it boots up. There's also the red magic symbol lamp. If we turn that on, the red magic symbol lights up as well. Another cool little feature. Another one of the main features here is the 90 hertz display. And one thing that the 90 hertz display should do is just make everything feel super ultra smooth. So whenever you're scrolling through, you should notice that it just seems more buttery smooth. We'll jump back to our home, and just going from screen to screen, everything should be super smooth. And I'm wondering if it's turned on by default or if that's something that I have to do. So it looks like it is 90 frames per second by default, and possibly in every single application. I'm in the Chrome browser and we're running at 90 frames per second. As you can see here, it's able to showcase that 90 frames per second smooth animation. And we've got Asphalt 9 ready to go. So the touch buttons here, you can kind of drag to set them up over, like see, I've got my drifting here and my nitro here. So I can use my right side. I've got it set up for my nitro. And then when I get ready to drift, I can use my left shoulder button to drift. So that's pretty awesome. So I can keep my fingers totally out of the display and have nothing but usable space on my screen. So having those built-in controls is actually pretty awesome. I can even see where that would come in handy with like a first-person shooter or something like Fortnite or Call of Duty Mobile. I could see where this would really come in handy. Another one of the main features here are the front-facing stereo speakers. We're going to kind of test those out here. I will say they get super loud, and they have just kind of a really good mix of sound. So I'm getting my bass, my mids, and my highs there. And for a $500 phone, features like the side buttons here, that awesome RGB light on the back, a pretty solid, sturdy build. I like the fact that we do have the front-facing speakers and a 90 hertz display, not to mention the fastest Snapdragon processor on the market. You can't really beat it for $500. In this video, we're not really going to look into the cameras, but more than likely there will be a full review of this phone in the coming weeks. What all would you like to see me cover on the Red Magic 3S. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think this is a worthy $500 gaming phone? This is certainly a great, I think for $500, this is certainly a great buy for anyone whose sole purpose with their phone is gaming and media consumption. This is a great phone for gaming and media consumption. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Red Magic S3. And like I said, be sure that you are subscribed for all my coverage on this phone. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.